curious is making a jellyfish diorama. This is my example here. So we're gonna paint the background scenery, like all the blue, like for the ocean. And then we're gonna do jellyfish. I have a cute little face. And then we're gonna do a sandy bottom with real kinetic sand. Some stuff that you need. A shoebox. I'm doing it smaller this time because the big one was really hard. It took like 2 hours or something. So you cut off the flappy part. And you find which side you want as the bottom. I'm gonna do this side. And from the flappy part, this part, you will cut off an edge because, sand could fall through that hole. So you cut off an edge and make sure it's the right size that it can fit into the bottom, like that. Some other stuff that you need: scissors, paint palette, egg carton. This side's for the jellyfish because I cut off like there. And then this side's for the barnacles because I cut off the tips. Paint, more paint, glue, water, sparkles, Mod Podge. Mod Podges will make the jellyfish sparklier when you put on the paint. Kinetic sand, spray that helps glitter stick on, paintbrushes, and ribbon. Start with cutting the egg carton because when you paint it, it takes a long time to dry. So you'll cut out two of the part where it's the bottom of the egg carton where the spaces are for the eggs to go in. You will cut 2, and then you'll cut a round circle around it to help make it nice on the sides. If you can't use the scissors because it's too hard, then you can get your parents to help you with an X-Acto knife like this, but don't use them because they're dangerous and really sharp. So you can try to cut the tip off for the barnacles, like those barnacles at the bottom, right there. I painted them too. This one's supposed to have algae on it. So there's different sizes. Like there's extra big for me, and then there's smaller than big. And then there's smaller, the smallest. And these are what the jellyfish look like before they're painted. And this is after they're painted. Now we're gonna paint my jellyfish. You can use watercolor paints like those, thick paints like these, and you can do some different colors, like every different jellyfish, maybe like in the same family, like pink, red, purple, or something like that. Fuchsia, purple, violet, or you can do it matching. For this jellyfish, I'm going to do it blue. Blue. I'm going to do dark blue. I think this is dark blue. Yeah, this is dark blue. You have to do a few layers. Wow, this is really dark. The color really sucks in quickly. You need to get some paper towel to clean up messes. See, oh no, there's blue on my brown. That shows up a lot. So I'm going to clean that up and then dry it off. And it's good again. Now I'm gonna continue painting. Ooh, the water's turning blue. It really soaks in, so you have to do a ton of coats. Like maybe 2 to 3. Try to get every cracks like inside like that. Now I'm gonna get a smaller brush for my cracks. Sorry. Wow, it's getting darker. Look at the top. Wow, look how pretty that blue is. It's so nice and dark. That little hole there is bugging me. Oh, I need a smaller brush. Can't see a brush. This one's really tiny. Now I will start on my inside. The inside's harder. You can get your parents to help paint because it's really a lot of work, especially for all of those jellyfish. I have like 5 jellyfish and 3 barnacles. That makes 8 jellyfish and barnacles. See? 2, 4, 6, 8. And for those who don't understand counting by twos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to finish the inside before you go on to the next one, because I mean, there will be parts that aren't painted when you have time to finally do your second coat. Oh, and the inside doesn't show up as well as the outsides, because look, it's not showing up as much as that, right? It's because it's rougher cardboard on the inside than on the outside, because the outside is like waxed or something. Okay, I'm done my jellyfish. Once I'm done my third coat, or second, I don't know, I'll put sparkles. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle! We chose our colors, we painted our jellyfish. Now we're gonna pop holes in the top. That's where the strings are gonna go through so they can hang on. Once we're done popping holes into our jellyfish, we will put them in the oven to dry on 175 for about 20 minutes. I'm not gonna use the scissors like that to pop the hole, but I am gonna take one at a time and put one up like this and one down. And I'm gonna slowly push it in, and I don't want to ruin it because it's wet. And then I'm gonna pop it back and follow that whole circle again, like this. I'm gonna do my next one. There we go, and then I'm again gonna circle around like that. I put them on a tray, separated, so they cook faster. And now I'm going to put them in. And now we'll let it cook for about 20 minutes. While the jellyfish are drying in the oven, I'm going to do the blocks. I'm going to do stick paint because it's faster. I'm going to take this out because it's easier painting. You paint strokes all in the same direction. Not like, for an example, like this. You don't do one that way, I feel like that way, and then I feel like that. Because then the paint strokes will look strange, like that. See? But then I can fix that if I see that, and then I go. And also, the technique is you don't stop in the middle like that. You go all the way down and back up. It has to be like really thick, really blue. Everything has to be about the same color. See those brush lines right there? Those are gonna go away after it dries. And once it's like that, you can't really see the brush strokes. The jellyfish are dry, and while we were drying the jellyfish in the oven, we painted the box, and now the box is dry. Here's a little tip for drying stuff other than using the oven: hair dryer. Look at these beautiful jellyfish. Now that they're all dry, we are going to put Mod Podge on them, and then put glitter, and then put another layer of Mod Podge. Now that I have some Mod Podge on my brush, I'm going to paint my blue one. Painty, 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 painty. It's really fun at the Peony. I went with summer camp, and my favorite ride was pirate ship. I was going to go on the Beast, if you know that, if you know what that is. It was really scary looking. I'm tall enough to go on it. I'm old enough to go on it. I just thought it looked too scary to go on. When the Mod Podge is wet, is when you want to add the glitter, otherwise it won't stick on. And that's just an example of glitter. See that glitter? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna add some gold sparkle on my blue. Just a little. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Now I'm gonna dump some of that off. Add it to the sides because you don't see the top. And then put the leftovers onto a different jellyfish. You take the leftovers from the newspaper, pinch it, and then sprinkle it on to the sides, not the top because you don't see the top. Well, that was a glitter waterfall. Ha ha ha. Now I'm going to do some green. Just a little on the top. You can do some on the top, but I mean, you won't really see it. But you could be able to see it. I'm going to put Mod Podge on now to make the glitter stay on. Oh god, that's way too much. And then if there's way too much, you can just take off a little. I don't want the glitter to come off while I do the Mod Podge. Even though you're not going to be seeing the top, I'm still going to do glitter on the top, right? Then I'll do a little bit more. And then, see this gluey one? Even though it looks like glue, it's actually going to dry clear. You can use a hairdryer to make your drying faster, and if you don't like to get Mod Podge on your fingers, you can put plastic on it and then put the things on your finger. Like how I did. I'm gonna dry you, Mod Podge. Since the jellyfish are drying, I'm going to work on painting some background scenery for some fun. Wow, look at this beautiful kelp. I'm done the kelp right here, right there, if you can see a little, and right there, if you can see a little. And thinking about doing some fish. I'm doing a crabby. That's only half of it though. I still have to do the rest. I'm gonna do a few more fish. And then we'll get on to something else. Hanging the jellyfish. Next we're gonna curl the ribbons. That sort of worked. Boingy. When the Mod Podge is done drying, look at the paint. It's like all shinier and feels weirder. And then the sparkles feel flatter than they were before. And the sparkles won't fall off because they're so shiny, like the bottom of the sea. I can see you. Next we're gonna tape the tentacles on the inside of the jellyfish. You take an end, make sure you got the end straight, and then you're gonna flip it over like that and kind of dig it down like this. And I got some clear tape ready. And I think I'm just gonna do that to make it a little easier. Then I'm just going to tape it on the sides. And then we got one of our tentacles. Boingy. Now I'm going to stick the hanger one in, put it through, and open that up a little. Pull it out. And now I'm gonna take my piece of tape and tape this in the inside. Okay, that's good. Now I think I'm gonna cut the string a little shorter. Gonna do it a tiny bit shorter. Oops. Perfect. That'd be good. What you do, you take this, the tape, and you put it down. And you get to the to the top of the box and stick it on. Maybe a little bit deeper in. And sticky, sticky, sticky. I'm a little worried of that staying, so I'm gonna get some more tape. Okay, that's good. This is what it looks like when it's hanging. Look at the bottom, I put one piece that way and one piece that way just in case. Now I'm going to do the rest of the jellyfish and show you how it looks and tell you a few more tips. Now I'm putting my glue down to make the sand stick. Now I'm going to put my kinetic sand. This is a fun part. You can really use any type of sand. It has to be able to stick on glue. Now I'm going to glue my barnacles. I'm going to put my barnacles somewhere digging into the sand. I'm going to glue it in. Just like that. But maybe a little bit of glue there. Now to make the bottom of the sea actually shiny like in Moana, we're going to add some glitter. Good. Then we're gonna add a little bit of gold. Tiny bit only. And next, I'm gonna varathane my bottom of the sea, my whole thing. Now spraying varathane on it outside so it doesn't stink. The varathane will set this sand to make it stay in place. This is my jellyfish diorama. Maybe you can try it at home on a weekend, on a rainy day. See me next on Amethyst the Curious on YouTube!